From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeau, and this is your News 8 Daily for Wednesday, July 29th. It's going to be a beautiful day ahead. Mostly sunny skies are expected, but because some of the smoke from the wildfires in Canada, we might have hazier conditions today, so just expect that. Highs are going to top in the low 80s to mid 80s. Enjoy a nice day, especially if you're headed out to Grand Park for Colts Camp. Starts today.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app, bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecasts, radar, and Indiana sports, all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
Wish TV is your education station. Many students across central Indiana are heading back to school this week. Perry Township, Beech Grove, Brownsburg, Clark Pleasant Community Schools all start today. This morning, kids are headed off to the bus stop. Noblesville, Avon, Warren Township, they go back tomorrow. And Greenfield, Hamilton Southeastern, and Plainfield all start school next week. As kids head back to class in Perry Township today, the district is starting a new $30 million partnership with the University of Indianapolis. The district is building an entrepreneurship and innovation center. The program starts this school year and will be housed at UIndy. For now, the center is expected to be done before the start of the 2028 school year. But students from both Southport and Perry Meridian High Schools will see benefits right away.
Our obligation, our responsibility, and even those who are not educators, is to do everything we can to light the fire of purpose in kids. Make sure they see their value, know the possibilities that their life could bring.
Business leaders and professionals will be leading the classes. School leaders say the new center is possible because of support from the Lilly Endowment. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez is going to be live out at Perry Township Schools this morning with more in the partnership and just talking to kids as they head back to class. He's going to be live on Wish TV. New on Daybreak, the cases of the severe stomach bug in Indiana are closing in on 1,000. As of yesterday, the Indiana Department of Health says there are now 954 reported cases. Allen County has the most with 178. Marion County has 88. 55% of the reported cases are female, 45% are male. The health department says previous outbreaks have been linked to bagged salad mixes and other fresh produce. The department also says most people with healthy immune systems will recover without treatment. The state is deciding where to spend millions of dollars in rural health care grants. Health officials tell us that they have started reviewing finalists for the program. News 8's government reporter Garrett Berquist found out how soon the money will arrive and who's applying for it.
The money for the program comes from a larger federal rural health transformation grant. The state health director tells me the goal is to focus more on preventive medicine. I caught up with the director right before she went to her weekly ER shift.
I've definitely seen patients who have come in sicker than they needed to be because they had difficulty accessing providers to be able to, one, just diagnose their hypertension or diabetes and then be able to keep it under control.
Brown administration officials announced on Tuesday they're now deciding how they'll distribute $120 million worth of grants. Dozens of community groups representing 8 rural regions around Indiana sent in their proposals on July 1st. Ideas include mobile integrated health, which uses paramedic visits for some non-emergency medical care, food as medicine programs for patients with chronic conditions, and pre- and postnatal care.
They're really moving away from our rural community members needing to rely on acute emergency department care into how can we really bring resources out into the community.
Some of Indiana's worst health outcomes are in rural areas. Take the program's Region 4, which includes Madison, Henry, and Wayne counties. That region has higher death rates from diabetes and hypertension than the statewide average. The same is true of heart disease and stroke.
We have to get in front of the problem. Right now we pay a lot of money in that acute and sick care. And so this is part of that affordability, right? How do we make healthcare more affordable? And part of that is we know we get a bigger return on investment when we get in front of it, that true prevention.
Weaver says state officials will announce the winners on September 1st. She says they'll consider whether programs invest in evidence-based areas, how much coordination there is among stakeholders, and how financially sustainable those programs are long-term.
Dr. Weaver tells me if a group fails to get a grant this time around, they'll have the opportunity to reapply every year through 2030. I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
A newborn baby found abandoned in Indianapolis over the weekend has renewed attention on safe haven laws. The baby was found alone near a trail on the east side Friday night. The newborn was taken to the hospital and is okay, but police are searching for the mother, trying to figure out what happened and if she needs medical attention. Now, community leaders are reminding people that Indiana's safe haven law allows parents to surrender a newborn to an emergency service provider without fear of arrest or prosecution, as long as the baby has not been abused.
Safe haven law has been around for 26 years, where a parent can walk into any fire station, police station, or hospital in the state of Indiana with a newborn child that is 60 days old or younger and surrender that child, no questions asked.
A baby can also be placed in a newborn safety device, like Safe Haven baby boxes. When a baby's placed inside one, first responders are immediately alerted. Either DCS or an adoption agency then takes custody of the child. Thousands of Haitians in Indiana are facing an uncertain future now that Temporary Protected Status, or TPS, has officially expired. The program allowed Haitian nationals to legally live and work in the U.S. The Immigrant Welcome Center in Indianapolis estimates tens of thousands of Haitians live in Indiana, including about 11,000 who were protected under TPS. Advocates say Haitian immigrants play an important role in the state's workforce, particularly in meatpacking and that industry, in healthcare, and they own small businesses. They contribute around $209 million to Indiana's economy each year. Community leaders say many families are now scared about what comes next.
It's a lot of confusion. It's mixed feelings. It's very sad because they came here with the hope of building a home, and to be told that you are no longer can stay in the country that they've called home for many years.
While the House has approved legislation to extend TPS for Haitians, the measure has yet to advance in the Senate. Here in Indianapolis, 2 men are arrested for running a drug operation out of a barbecue stand on the city's northeast side. According to court documents, Robert Moore and Cornell McCall sold drugs from a barbecue stand near 38th Street and Emerson Avenue. Police say during a traffic stop, detectives found marijuana, meth, guns, and a digital scale all inside the van that was hauling the barbecue smoker. Police later searched Moore's home, where they uncovered 5 more guns and ammunition.
People involved in selling narcotics use a variety of different methods. Can't say this is one that I've seen in my time here at IMPD. If something's uneasy to you, or especially if you hear about narcotics being sold somewhere at a food stand where people should be able to be comfortable, please report that to us. You can contact us directly. You can contact us anonymously. That tip can lead to us having a much bigger operation where we arrest people and hold them accountable.
Both men face several charges, including having a gun illegally as a serious violent felon. Today, a procession will escort the body of late Republican Senator Lindsey Graham to South Carolina. He was honored in Washington, D.C. yesterday. There was a special remembrance ceremony held at the U.S. Capitol before a funeral at Washington National Cathedral. President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and several lawmakers were there. Today, his body will be moved to South Carolina State House. Then there's going to be a funeral service and a private burial. Graham died earlier this month. He was 71 years old. A new report is shedding light on the impact of mega breaches. Those are data breaches that affect more than 100 million people. Kara Kenny with Indiana's I-Team is finding out what the new numbers mean for your personal information and how you can protect yourself.
When a company or a government entity experiences a data breach, they legally have to notify the people impacted. According to this new report from the Identity Theft Resource Center, more than 471 million victim notices have gone out so far this year, surpassing all of 2025.
If you stacked up all of the victim notices that were issued in the first 6 months, they would reach into space.
James Lee is the president at the Identity Theft Resource Center, a national nonprofit that tracks data breaches. He says mega breaches, like the one that impacted the education platform Canvas, is driving a surge in victim notices. The Canvas data breach prompted 275 million victim notices.
We have already surpassed the number of victim notices issued last year. And if we stay on the same pace we're on for actual data breaches this year, we will set another record. We'll exceed 3,600 data breaches in a single year for the first time if we stay on this same pace.
Artificial intelligence is driving the increase. AI can find software flaws at a rate humans can't match. The report also notes a spike in malicious insider attacks. We're talking employees and vendors with access to personal information. The ITRC says data theft spikes 720% in the 24 hours before a layoff announcement.
The most we had ever seen data breaches caused by insider employees was 2, and that was several years ago. We've already had 21 instances just this year. So that stands out to me, that what is going on with the economy right now with mass layoffs, particularly mass layoffs in the technology sector, that is having an impact.
You can protect yourself by using pass keys instead of passwords. Freeze your credit so no one can open accounts in your name.
Don't wait to fight back. Go ahead and build your defenses before any of this ever happens.
Also, if the company offers free credit monitoring, take advantage of that and make sure to check your annual credit report for any accounts that you do not recognize. I'm Kara Kenny with Indiana's I-Team.
Happening today, the Colts take the field for practice at training camp. The players arrived at Grand Park in Westfield yesterday. Angela Morian was there and talked to the team ahead of practice.
Good morning. The Colts are back together again for training camp, and this team is eager to get to work after a disappointing ending to the season last year.
Just the first day is like always a little extra. It's just like the energy in the air is just different.
I think everybody's really excited, and from an offensive standpoint, coming back with the same coaching staff, same core group of guys is always exciting.
Starting the season the way we did last year, obviously there was great hopes, but it's a marathon, not a race, in this league, and we got to do a better job, every single person in the building to keep that sense of urgency and continue to keep our foot on the gas.
There's an extra level of excitement knowing that quarterback Daniel Jones will be back out on this field, cleared for all team activities. It'll be the first time Jones is practicing full tilt since December's Achilles tear. Knowing that Jones is healthy and returning for a second year as starting quarterback is giving the Colts a lot of confidence.
We were in Florida a couple weeks ago throwing, and I actually forgot he had got injured before because he looked so good out there. So I'm excited to see him, be out there full go and get after it.
He's always going to play with an edge and a competitive spirit. So I think that's whether he was, coming off the best season of his life or like he is coming off an injury, I think he'd be the same guy kind of with his attitude coming into camp.
I mean, he has been consistent in how he works, how he treats people, how he deals day to day, how he is every day in the building, how he leads. Look, I'm very proud and very happy for Daniel.
While Jones returns to practice, his number one receiver will start camp on the sidelines. General Manager Chris Ballard couldn't give an exact timeline on when Alec Pierce will be cleared as he recovers from ankle surgery.
I mean, that's kind of a day-by-day thing. Look, I'm not going to make a prediction one way or the other. I learned a long time ago with another certain player, you don't make predictions, and I'm not a doctor. So we'll just play it by ear, see how it goes.
That all starts Wednesday at Grand Park at 10 a.m. Angela Morian, Wish TV and WishTV.com.
The Fever are on fire with another game for the record books. The team stormed Seattle, winning with more than 100 points for the fourth straight game. ESPN says that's the longest streak in WNBA history. Final score was 105-95. Caitlin Clark scored 32 points, and Kelsey Mitchell added 28. Fever led the game at halftime, 58-47, and managed to keep that narrow lead for the rest of the game. Leah Boston, though, took a hard fall during the game. In the second quarter, she hurt her lower leg and did not return for the rest of the game, but she wasn't ruled out. Fever play again Friday against the Portland Fire. Tip-off is set for 10 p.m., a late one. IndyCar has unveiled a new race car that will take over the series in 2028. Take a listen.
This isn't a refresh. It's a reset. Every inch reimagined and redesigned with one goal in mind. Pure speed. Pure performance. City streets, road courses, super speedways. Different tracks with different demands, all with the same mission. Push, hit, harder.
The new car will weigh around 100 pounds less than the current model, giving drivers more speed and control. IndyCar says the IR28 is also more powerful and designed to deliver faster laps and more wheel-to-wheel racing. The car will use a new Chevy or Honda hybrid engine capable of producing up to 760 horsepower. Testing begins this week, with IndyCar hoping the new car can eventually break long-standing track records at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.